we have an incredibly special guest. We want to say a massive shout out and thank you to our one and only Death Trooper, Victor Botha. Victor, how are you doing? And thank you so much for joining us on the 3 Movie Tiers.
Hey, I'm doing good. Yeah, we're enjoying the sunshine in the UK today, so for once, and I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you on board as well, Victor. So you're from the UK, huh?
Yes, I've been living here for about 20 years now. Left school in South Africa and came straight over here.
Brilliant. What made you leave?
Well, first of all, I just came over for working holiday visa, really, and I ended up joining the army after that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, the great thing is you kept the accent, so that's all we really need, just that you got the South African representation over there in the UK as well.
Yeah, that's it. People think I've only been here for a couple of years with my accent still, so yeah, it's good to have the accent still.
I know you've kept the South African ID card, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So you left school and went to the British Army, or did you do anything in South Africa with the army itself?
No, nothing in South Africa. Basically, if you are in the UK for over 2 years and you're a Commonwealth citizen, then you can join the British Army.
Nice.
So when I joined over here, I think there was 36 people in my intake, like basic training, and I think 18 of them were Commonwealth.
Nice.
So there was a lot of people from the Commonwealth countries joining over here. Basically, it's a way to stay in the UK, really, if you want to stay here.
It's instant citizenship in a way. You fight for the country, you become the country.
Yeah.
That's perfect. What division were you in, if you don't mind me asking?
So I was in the Army Air Corps. It's basically the Air Force, but of the Army.
Mhm.
We only work with helicopters. We didn't work with airplanes or anything. So I was a aviation ground crewman, working on helicopters, refueling them, rearming them, and then I was a door gunner sometime, in communications with the radio, with the helicopters. So it was quite exciting.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Be part of that.
That's just basically years of preparation training for Star Wars at the end of the day.
That's it.
How did you get into Star Wars? That's I think that's the biggest question that I would like to know, seeing as though we've captured a stormtrooper and we want to try and interrogate you. So how did you become one of the resistance? I mean, one of the Empire.
I told Bruce, it was crazy because I never really was into Star Wars, or I never really watched Star Wars before I went for an audition.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, when you go for an audition, you don't really know what it's for
Yep.
until you get there. But basically, I was in the process of leaving the army. I've done 12 years in the army, and when you leave the army, you get like 6 months to retrain in a civilian course or a civilian job or trade or something like that. And my wife signed me up to this agency, and the first email I got was for this, for Star Wars. So I was so happy. I went to the Pinewood Studios. Is one of the big studios here in the UK where everything gets shot, like Marvel and James Bond, and everything like that. So I went there the one day early in the morning. It was as well, and they escorted us to the studio. And I think there was about 14 or 15 of us for that particular audition. But as soon as we got into the clothing area where all the clothes were and the costumes and everything, everyone just went crazy, because they just knew it was Star Wars. All the lightsabers, all the weapons, all the clothes and everything. So they all knew it was Star Wars then.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
And was the Death Trooper outfit hanging there, or was that hidden away somewhere in a deep dark corner?
There was so much stuff there, but because I think there was, like I said, 14 or 15 of us doing the Death Trooper audition. That was right in the front, obviously, and we had to go there. Someone told me beforehand, the guy from the agency, that they're gonna test us and see how we how our actions will be in this costume. So that's why we went there. And when they asked for volunteers to put it on first, I was the first one to put my hand up to go up ahead. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A little Victor here.
And then, what was it like wearing that costume? Because I can imagine being. Kira?
Oh, I was going into that next because when you first put it on, there's someone that actually dress you, the costume guy. The first time it probably took about 45 minutes to an hour to get everything on because there's so many layers to everything. You know, you've got about 3 layers of clothing on underneath. The first suit, like the all-in-one thing you got put on, and then you put the armor on. So you got all different pieces. You got the abdominal pieces, you got the shoulder pieces, you got the back pieces, and then you got the leg pieces. And there's about 6 pieces that go on the legs. And after you put all that on, you can't even reach down to put your shoes on, so you can't bend over or nothing.
So someone has to do it for you.
Yeah, so it's all like thick plastic, and you can't move around. But I was excited the first day, so it went on, and we only had it on for about 20 minutes because we had to. As soon as we put it on, we were in the building. No one could see us. No one was allowed to see us because the Death Trooper. It was the first time Death Trooper will be in a Star Wars franchise movie, so no one were allowed to see it, or we weren't even allowed to take our phones in. We had to put our phones in a box before we went in there. No one can take any photos, nothing. So, and as soon as you put the armor on, you put a black cloak over yourself, and that's hiding it. And you have to put your helmet underneath there so no one can see it. So, but then it took us to this corridor where we had to run up and down the corridor, and we actually had to get down into the prone position onto the floor, and get up again, run again, and march. And they just wanted to see how we looked like doing it. Some guys were like stick men running around. So, yeah. Oh, we all did that. And